My boyfriend is acting as if he wants to leave me because I'm not a mother to his kids. My boyfriend has 3 kids that the mother has died years ago, way before we met. We have been together for 2.5 years. His kids are traumatized by the death of their mother, hence how they behave. They don't have much love to anybody in their family. They act very selfish and it's hard to connect with them. In 2+ years that we have been together, my boyfriend makes me take care of them as if I'm a nanny and not part of the family. He demands that every Saturday I watch them so he can go to work. He has money to pay a nanny and he used to. But after 4 months together he asked me to watch them on a Saturday because the nanny couldn't come, and since then, he has been obligating me to do so. He has a nanny that works full-time during the week, but not on Saturdays. If he needs to do something out of her schedule, he has me come to do her job. I do things for them when I'm in the house, but I never had experience with kids before and I can't connect as a mother to them. I do care about them, but I don't love them as a mother would. Because of my age, I dream of marrying and having my own kids. Happens that after all these years I have been of good usage to him. He said that he will never marry me because I can't substitute their mother. I keep watching them, and even when he travels I stay with them overnight and do things with them. But now that he has said he has no intentions to be long-term with me, I'm feeling weird about this relationship. I feel like he is using me on my 20s and he will kick me out when I turn 30 with the same excuse that I'm not a mother to his kids. I find it impossible to become one because of their age and mine. They are very mature and they look older than they are. Feels like they are 15 years old. He keeps pressuring me and acting cold and weird towards me because of this. I'm having anxiety and stress daily because of this pressure, but I love him and I'm also depending financially on him at the moment. I wasn't depending on him when I started watching them. I did to help him, even though he has a very nice job and he is very rich. He has many narcissistic tendencies. His ex-wife's parents claim he is a narcissist. I think I'm a narcissist victim. The way he demands me and feels entitled that I do things for them without any thank you feels wrong to me. If I ever had to go out with a friend on a Saturday, he would be very mad at me because I'm not there to watch them and he will have to pay the Saturday nanny. I'm tired of the pressure of being their mother when I cannot connect with them, and the feeling is mutual. They are insulting, unbehaved, selfish, cold kids. He won't let anyone say something about their behavior because he gets defensive. All the nannies that worked for them hated the job. What should I tell him about this pressure? Comment. Sad part is OP doesn't see that when she leaves, hopefully, dude ain't even going to be heartbroken. He'll find the next victim in her 20s. OP, you don't win points for trying to fix a man who's broken. For being loyal to someone who doesn't give a shit. He's broken for a reason, that's his own repair job. She thinks she's in a relationship. He sees her as paid for help that he gets benefits with. He does not see this as a romantic relationship and has no intentions with her. I'm assuming the increased expectations to be available for babysitting happened around when she became financially dependent on him. For him, this is purely transactional. OP, he doesn't love you. He sees you as part of the help, someone he's having an affair with. This is not good for you emotionally or mentally. Figure out an exit plan. This man does not respect you. Quite frankly, it sounds like he doesn't even like you. He is taking advantage of your labor and sex and will drop you like a bad habit as soon as you start making any kind of demands or set any kind of boundaries. You are easily replaceable for a guy like this and you will probably just roll over and take it. That's why someone his age is with someone your age. You're inexperienced and naive, and that makes you easy to manipulate. If you ever hope to marry and have kids of your own, run. Dump this dude with his saggy-ass old man balls and bad attitude and find someone your own age. Add to the constant stream on this sub of asking the wrong question. How should I talk about the pressure with him? Not, I need to get away from this. I have already pointed out as unkind, entitled, demanding, and a narcissist person. What are my first steps? Great post. But ex-wife died. I think she's just referring to the wife as an ex because she passed. So the ex's parents said that he was a narcissist? Or does he have an ex-wife too and his most recent wife? Now I'm confused. You are the nanny with perks for him. He just wants someone to be there for free. At 25 you are young and easier deceived compared to someone his age who won't put up with that shit. And you need to experience life. I promise you, if you leave, you will live a happier, carefree life. You're too young to be living like this, and also he doesn't treat you right and you don't deserve that. He also doesn't want to settle down with you, so find someone who does. Leave and block. Story 2. Me and my fiancé broke up. I'm not sure how to feel. Thoughts. I don't really know where all to start or what details to include because there's just so much. But we were together for 6 years. The final year we lived together, it felt more as roommates than a relationship. We stopped giving each other the attention and love that we needed. We had unresolved trust and constant communication issues, held resentment against each other, argued a lot. Probably both felt that we deserved and wanted better. I loved so many aspects of her, and I took it for granted. A part of me felt as if I wasn't enough and couldn't provide for her, her family, and our future family. I wanted to make more of myself before dragging her down with me and getting married, or so I thought. Realize now that ideally we could have built and grown together. She wanted to get married ASAP and stopped being intimate with me, stating that she will not continue to let me use her body until we got married. She's starting going back to school to finish her degree in the medical field, and so I took the time to get myself in shape, have fun, and lost focus on our relationship. It was more of a waiting phase to me, though I should have been working hard for the things she wanted. A family? I've always wanted a family too, but felt that I wasn't making enough to afford one, and at the time didn't make the effort to get paid more, though I said I'd be willing to get a second job. She didn't want me to. I continued to try for us. She demanded that I stop smoking weed completely. I tried compromising and stating that I would slow it down little by little, attend church with her, spend more time with her father and brother. Reasonable. But it was complicated. She hated and didn't talk to them for years, pay most of the bills, except for like food, again reasonable, and more. Anyway, she broke it off and had me move out, and it seems she had moved on quickly. She began loving another man, and we talked recently, only because she's hurting from their breakup, and says she feels what I'm feeling. She continues to tell me that she's over me and it was a battle for her whether she wanted to remain friends or not. We are currently friends. As of last night, she finds it hard to remember any good things of me and says I'd be her last option. Those words stuck with me and are destroying me. I know I wasn't the best partner, but I felt that I did try in ways of my own, not the way she wanted obviously. I love her a lot and I'm reminded of her everywhere I go. I'm reminded of the mistakes I made and how I could have done better to keep her. I understand it might be my ego taking a hit when I found she moved on, but I truly loved her. I basically told her I am willing to do anything to fix and work on our relationship if we got back together. I guess I don't know what responses I'm even looking for, but wanted to see what different perspectives there are. I know what some of them will be. I guess I'm looking for something different other than use this time to work on myself and focus on myself. Time will heal. Yes, I know I should. Talking to a therapist. She tells me do this all the time and preaches by it. Distracting myself with hobbies, friends, family. It does help, but when I get home and I'm alone, I begin thinking of her again. Just move on and leave her alone. I'm broken and I told her all my mistakes, the root of them and what I'd be willing to fix, pretty much everything. I felt that I lost such a good girl, but I'm also not sure if she is as great as I'm putting her out to be in my head. It sucks that literally everything I do, I think of her. I wish she'd give me another chance to make it all up. Comment. It sounds like there were a lot of issues in the relationship, and it's clear that both of you had different expectations and priorities. It's tough to hear, but sometimes people just grow apart and it's not always possible to fix things. It's important to focus on your own growth and healing. rather than trying to fix a relationship that may not be salvageable. It's okay to feel hurt and to mourn the loss of the relationship, but ultimately, it may be best to focus on moving forward and finding happiness on your own. OP, when a relationship fails, both parties contribute to its failure, yet you seem to be shouldering all the blame. She specifically told you she's over you and that you would be her last option. She also told you she didn't even know if you should remain friends or not. The only reason she was talking to you was because she got dumped and was using you as an emotional backstop. The things she told you were not the words of a friend. In fact, they were cruel words. If she thinks so lowly of you, why did she spend 6 years with you? I would question her judgment. You can't hang around her like a whipped puppy waiting for her to notice you and pat on the head. You can't make her love you. You need to find someone else to love. You should treat her as if she is dead to you. She's essentially using you as her doormat. I mean, do you really think you were to only shoulder to cry on about a dude she's just eaten and already spat out, all the while you are over here, still not over her breaking off the engagement? And then she was like, oh, good, you're down. Let me kick you around a bit more. Oh. Come on. Cut ties with her for your own sake. Stop talking to any ex. There is no reason. She is hurt and wants to feel good about herself, so basically craps on you. Send her a text. And say something like, thinking of what you said and I realize why left you. You have no value as a partner and will probably die alone. Glad you left, cause that was the best thing out of our 6 years. It's petty. Don't answer any unknown things. If she responded with a fake number text, just block, as she will never forget what Yun said.